Hey all, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do a video based on skin with scleroderma. Now, most of my information I all got from a dermatology site that deals with scleroderma. So anything that's on here that I'm telling you is what they say to do. First they say, foremost, take care of your skin. Because the earlier the better you take care of your skin and finding the time. Because I know a lot of people, it's hard, and especially with memory, to have a routine every day to take care of your skin with or without sickness. But with scleroderma, it is so important because our skin is super thin and fine and it hardens. But you can slow down the hardening, and there is things you can do. You want to use a mild or no fragrance cream, not lotion because it's water-based. You want no parabens. Parabens actually dry out your skin. They don't actually help you at all. So you want to moisturize twice a day with a mild fragrance or no fragrance cream with no parabens inside of it. That'll keep your skin more loose and moisturized that it needs to be. They also state that if you're physical therapist, if you're seeing one, because there are physical therapists that are very intelligent with scleroderma, hard to find, but they are out there. They will give you exercises, and there are exercises you can do online. They tell you that will help you with your bones and joints and all that from hardening quick. They are to be done about 2 times a day. If you could do it one time, do it in the morning because you stiffen up at nighttime when you're sleeping. But they said always follow what your physical therapist has you to do. There is a steroid cream that does help with itching. It doesn't help you loosen your skin, but it helps when our skin is like super, super itchy. We're having a bad flare-up. There is a steroid cream for that to get a hold of your scleroderma doctor or dermatologist. They do recommend people with scleroderma to see a dermatologist because not all rheumatologists or doctors know all the information on what exactly to do treatment. They look at overall treatment and giving you like Cellcept and methotrexate and all that, but not in detail and focused on skin, on taking care of that. Well, not all doctors. Some doctors are incredibly amazing with that. I'm actually looking at it right here. It does say if you have calcium deposits, calcinosis, that try not to bang it. Because if you do bang it, it's a big chance it breaks off. You can get infections and cause major problems, and it's extremely painful. So if you do have calcinosis, they do say baby it as much as you can. And definitely make sure you see a doctor because they can take it out. If it's super, super tiny, though, they most likely won't unless you see a dermatologist because they take them out. And a lot of people don't know this. I've had many of mine taken out by a dermatologist. It is quick and easy. Like when I get them on my hands, I've had a couple on my wrist. I actually have one gigantic one on my Achilles heel right now, but that's a whole other surgery and a whole other doctor. But you can get them taken out by a dermatologist. It is pretty quick. They do stitch it up. And, if it's extremely painful, and I mean, you use your hands all the time. So it's going to be really hard not to bang into that. So if you do want to see a dermatologist, I'm pretty sure, because I've seen it before, the Scleroderma Foundation site does have good dermatologists on there, or you can actually just Google it for your area, call them up and see if they have doctors that are smart in the scleroderma section, because I know it's rare. So not all dermatologists are probably 100% aware on how to take care of people like us. It does say that moisturizer is 100% key. This is exactly what they say, and I'm going to read it to you. Apply a fragrance-free moisturizer every time you shower, take a bath, and wash your hands. I actually do this. My hands are horrible with scleroderma, and so have some other spots, and my skin is like paper thin. It's pretty bad. It's like almost like newborn skin. And so yeah, because constantly washing our hands, especially in this pandemic we're going through with coronavirus, we're washing our hands constantly, like every 5 minutes. So you want to make sure that you use a really good moisturizer every time you're done drying your hands. Put on a moisturizer. I keep it right by my sinks so I don't forget because I lose my train of thought a lot. So have them right by your sink so you can just squirt some cream on there and, you keep them well moisturized, especially after you shower and bath because your pores are open, especially with a hot shower, and your skin is more softer at that point. So putting a moisturizer right after you shower is very, very helpful. It soaks in the moisture very well. Um, it does say use gentle moisturizer soaps, mild cleansers, and bath oils. When it comes to deodorant soaps and antibacterial cleansers, they dry out the skin. We all know this badly. And that's for normal people. So when you add our skin to the mix, it will cause a lot of problems. They even said on here that you get more ulcers, especially if you have bad Raynaud's. So, I mean, open skin, you're going to have more cuts. And you want to make sure, you use mild, even laundry detergent. I've noticed, like I normally use Game, but when I went to Tide, I became so itchy, I bled. So I can't use Tide anymore. But our skin is so sensitive. It is. It's like a baby sensitive skin. And we definitely need to take care of our skin. It's impeccable. It does say avoid beauty treatments that tighten your skin. I've seen a lot of people talk about this. We all know we make too much collagen. Now, there's a few people I've seen on sites that ask, should they do Botox? No. Unless it's medically treated for certain things that you have because of scleroderma, but do not use it for your fine lines and wrinkles and everything else. Beauty treatment wise, you should not use it. There are collagen products on the shelf. Do not use it. We already mass produce collagen. That's what we all know scleroderma is. So do not use anything to do with collagen involved. A lot of people are like, well, we figured it was completely different. No, you don't want to add collagen to something that's, we're already making too much as it is. It also urges people to see an ophthalmologist. We all know scleroderma does affect the eyes. I also have Sjogren's on top of it. And it says you can have morphia on your head, neck, regular eye exams for ophthalmologists is necessary because it can affect your eyes as well. So I know many people don't see the eye doctor, even people with scleroderma, but seeing the ophthalmologist is necessary. Like I have optic nerve drusen, and I have 200 cysts in my optic nerve. I'm completely legally blind. I have tunnel vision. I have zero peripheral vision. I can only see exactly what I look at. So when people see me looking other places, because I'm focusing on one side, I can't actually see people. So, I mean, my kids mess with me all the time. They'll like put their hand right here and then call my name. They don't actually hit me, but they put it close to me, and it scares the crap out of me because I can't see anything. I get messed with all the time. It's not even just with my kids. So skin is 100% essential. I know people, winter's horrible for us. Our house are dry from the heat. And they even said to use a humidifier. Humidifier also works for the skin, not just the sinuses, not just for breathing. It does help a lot with the skin. It keeps it moist. And drying out scleroderma skin, like, I don't even know if you guys can see it on my hands. Probably won't focus. But I literally have snake skin. Like, you can see how bad it is. Like, it's pretty gross. And I moisturize all the time. I carry it with me everywhere I go. But please make sure you guys do take care of your skin. And even my scleroderma doctor, Dr. Shapiro, even said skin, you have to take care of it. Because when we tighten, he goes, most of the time, everybody loosens up. But he's like, if you don't moisturize, if you don't do, the activities he had me do physical therapy wise, it tightens up. And sometimes you can't get it to come back. I mean, some people end up needing surgery. So skincare is so necessary with scleroderma. And I do know it's hard and you forget. And either, you can use the wrong stuff, because I didn't know about parabens that it can dry your skin out until a doctor recently told me. Actually, I think it was a nurse that told me. But she was like, get nothing with parabens. That's why they have nothing for hair with parabens, because it dries out your hair. It will dry out anything. So do not use parabens, which would explain why that, big companies say, hey, some moisturizing stuff and they put parabens in it because it actually dries it out, makes you buy more. So what I use for my skincare is I kind of made my own concoction of things. I use everything raw. I don't get anything that, says by, Sally Hansen or whatever. I go for 100% raw, organic. Nothing's in it. It's straight up real. No additives. And I use olive oil, shea butter, and coconut oil. I put those together. Then I take, what was that lotion? Its name. It is a regular moisturizer. I'm trying to think. I want to say maybe it is Aveeno, like um emergency care type thing. It's for like a rescue one. And I actually was told about it from my dermatologist. And I mix that all with it. And I will make a recipe card and pay attention to how I actually do it. Write it down and put it in a description when I do my next video because it works amazing. I don't really use it on my hands much because it's slippery, like given all the oils inside of it. But my legs are so soft because of it. My doctor even told me that my skin has gotten a lot better. He's like, I don't know what you're doing, but keep doing it. So I only use the stuff I use now. Like I make my own stuff because I've tried every friggin' brand. And you know what? I've given up at this point. I've used just Aveeno straight up, but it's not enough. My skin absorbs it way too fast. And within an hour, my skin looks like snake skin again. And I don't know if anybody else has skin that looks like snake skin, like is scaly. Like my hands, because I wash them a lot. I do. With or without this virus, I wash them a lot. So they're super scaly. So, I mean, I got to say, like, over on the palms aren't dry, but it's the back of my hands that are really dry. But as far as body wash goes, I actually use Aveeno Lavender, which is my favorite. It is definitely my favorite. See, I did just try Dove lavender and chamomile, I think it was. It made my skin feel buildup and sticky. Like I normally use Dove unsensitive skin for certain areas of my body, but when I tried their Dove lavender one, it felt buildup-y and sticky. And it was like, even when I was shaving, my razor was like not gliding. It was like sticking and like jerking, which is not cool. So it's definitely a hit and miss with the stuff that we use. And, everyone's different. Not everything's going to work for everyone, but skincare is a must, especially in the winter seasons. If you have Raynaud's, keeping it moisturized because you get cracks, they start to get ulcers, and then we have a whole other problem on our hand. We have to see wound care. I mean, they do medical honey for me. I can't say it right. I'm not even going to try, but they do. I do bacitracin. I do stuff like that and keep it dry for the ulcer, keep it clean. But I just wanted to give you guys a heads up of what a dermatologist set up to do, and that physical therapy does help with the skin because it's also keeping your skin loose. It's preventing from the collagen to tighten up. That's why I do yoga. Yoga's helped me a freaking tremendous amount, even with my GI system. I thought my doctors were kidding. I was insulted when they mentioned yoga. And I was like, this isn't just something you can just exercise your way out of, guys. And they said, no, it'll help. It just light stretches and it just loosens you up because my muscles were like rock tight. And I used to not be able to walk. I needed a cane. Now I don't since I've been doing yoga for over a year. So I've been very grateful for that I actually just took the plunge and tried it. I did do chair yoga I still do chair yoga. Actually probably do that more than anything. But light stretching does help keep the skin, nice and loose. The earlier you start, they said, the better, chances you have. And that's the problem because even I was diagnosed late. And I mean, I had 9 positive tests, 9 rheumatologists who ignored me. And I was about to give up till I saw my last rheumatologist and he sent me to my Scleroderma doctor. That's when I was diagnosed in 10 minutes. And it took about 5.5 years to be diagnosed. So we go through a freaking lot with this disease and it is not easy. But we also are a family. And, our family don't understand what we go through. This isn't even, I mean, our skin is not even a quarter of what we go through. And that's why we're here together. And that's why I do the videos. And, I don't want people to think that they're alone because we all battle the same shit. It's relentless. And, all we have to do is take day by day and we hope for the best. And, if something doesn't work for us, all right, then we try something different. And yes, it's frustrating. Yes, there's times you just want to say screw it. But we are strong ass people. And I always say God gives his toughest battles to his strongest warriors. And you know what? I truly believe that because we are badass for what we go through. I hope you all have a great night. Please stay safe during this epidemic. We have crappy ass immune systems. And I hope you guys are all staying home, protecting yourself. I know you're going insane staying at home. We all are. It's definitely, people, it's not just physical, it's mental. Mental staying home and being in closed areas, you feel trapped. And I hope we all get through this. And it's just something that goes in our history books of something else we triumphed and worked together as a team. I hope you guys have a good night. God bless and stay safe.